All right, guys, I'm going to act a little different in this video because I am very excited about this Madrid Derby. Let's go, okay? This is the first big test. This is a must-win game, all right? I know every game is a must-win game, but this one can change the season for both teams depending on the result. This is a massive game, okay? The Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid Derby is a big deal. And this early on in the season, we got to get it done. We have to get it done. I don't care. This is not just another match on the calendar, guys. This is a war disguised as football. This is a war, okay? Form, forget about it. Forget about it. Where teams are on the table, throw it out because none of that matters. Because when the whistle blows, everything resets in this match. Everything resets. Okay? And if you watch these derbies over the years, you know this game, this match, not only creates heroes, but also creates villains. Now, Real Madrid are on the up and up. We are looking phenomenal right now. 6 games in a row, undefeated in LaLiga. 7 overall, undefeated. The team's getting back to full strength. Jude, Camavinga. Okay? They're back. We might actually see them start in this match or just get some playing time. I think they're going to start, but we'll get into my predictions later, my lineup predictions later. And then on the other side, Atleti, they're at home. Now, I know it's not called the Wanda anymore, but I'm calling it the Wanda. That place don't play around, man. It is ruckus, okay? This is going to be a crucible for us to go over there. And there's bad blood. Don't get it twisted. There is bad blood between both of these teams. Now, Atleti is a little shaky right now. They're a little shaky right now. They've had to pull some results, some last-minute results against Rayo. They needed a masterclass from Julian Alvarez to save them. They are not performing well in La Liga at all. And Diego Simeone, for the first time in his career, he does not look bulletproof anymore. And I would have said going into this season, he was by far, out of all the managers in this sport, he was the most untouchable. But it's not looking like that anymore. But like I said, none of that matters. So buckle in. We're going to do some storylines, predicted lineups, tactical battles, and of course, my score prediction. But before we do that, be sure to like the video, subscribe if you're new here. That will help me out a lot. Now let's be real. Going away to Atleti is brutal. I don't care if they were top of the league or they're scrapping mid-table, whatever the case is, they are going to fight. And that stadium and those fans, it's a nightmare to play in. Now, Madrid have only won there. Get this, guys. We have only won there 3 times in the last 12 years. 3. And that's exactly why when we do win, this will be massive. Absolutely massive, okay? If you remember in 2022, when Koke warned Vinícius not to do the samba out there and all that, what did Vinny do? He scored and he danced in front of everybody. And that's the derby in a nutshell, guys. Pure pettiness, shithousery football, pure pride, whatever, it has everything. This match has everything, and I love it. I love it. We are going to see a battle. We're going to see a battle this weekend. So that's what we got. That's setting the stage for this match, guys. Now, Real Madrid, like I said, we come into this perfect 7 games, 7 wins. I love that. Xabi Alonso, you're doing whatever you're doing, keep doing it. But the critics keep saying, y'all haven't played anybody. Y'all haven't played anybody. What's the real test? You know, what's going on? What I say to that is, how come we're getting the job done against these teams? There are some teams that have dropped points against the teams that we have faced or have struggled to get points against the teams that we face. So I don't want to hear that static. I don't want to hear that static. There will always be haters, guys. Now, Atleti, it's a different story for them. They've only won twice in La Liga. Twice. And this is why Simeone is feeling some kind of pressure. The back of that neck is hot right now. It's hot right now. He needs a win a convincing win. They've needed late goals to save points. They are struggling with rhythm. And I said in my La Liga predictions that this team was going to struggle out the gates because they brought in so many brand new players. How are you going to build all this chemistry? How are you going to do that? And it's playing out the way that I thought it did. It is absolutely playing out the way that I thought it did. Now, with that being said, Simeone lives for these nights. He doesn't need any tactics. He's just going to be in there telling his players about this match, this derby, the history of it. That's all he needs to do. And the players are going to be amped up. That's one thing Simeone's got. He gets his players to do whatever he wants them to do, and they take on his personality out on that pitch. Don't get it twisted, okay? Now, these guys are going to play crazy. They're going to be crazy. The fans are going to be in a frenzy. They're going to turn up. Every duel is going to be a war, and players that have been invisible or in terrible form are going to show up to their best to play against us. That's just how it works every time. So, we got a lot going on here. I think FootMob has this kind of wrong. I don't see Franco playing. I don't see Goulet playing. We're going to jump right into these lineups right now, guys. We're going to jump into this now. I have us setting up in a 4-4-2. Everybody knows who's going to be in the back. We got Thibaut. Left back is going to be Alvaro Carreras, who has been absolutely phenomenal. Now, I know people are saying Dean Howson is our best signing. But Alvaro Carreras, I might be in the minority, but I think he's our best signing right now, performance-wise. This man is pulling full 90s. He's leading and passing. He doesn't have any assists right now. And he can do better in the air when it comes to duels and everything like that. But other than that, he has been phenomenal, guys. I think right now he is our best signing right now. You can see Xavi is bringing what he did with Gramado and Frimpong. He's implementing those same tactics into Alvaro Carreras. He's cooking, guys. He is cooking. Dean, he's back from that silly red card. Eder Militao was rested. You already know he's getting the start for this one. He's playing out of his mind right now. Again, I worry every time he's out there on the pitch about those knees, but he's playing with a lot of confidence. And that goal, that long-range goal, I mean, you can tell, like, he's feeling himself right now. I love to see it. Right back, for me, it's never going to be Raul Asensio, guys. It's never going to be Raul Asensio in this matchup. Bring in Danny Carvajal. He's back. He was rested as well. Now, this is where things get a little interesting, okay? For me, Tchouaméni and Valverde are automatic. They're automatic here. They've been performing well. I know a lot of people are saying that Valverde is looking a little different this year and hasn't been like a standout player. But like I said in some previous video, I think Xabi Alonso is asking Valverde to do a little bit more different things in the midfield and not get us forward as much. Now, again, in this match, instinctually, muscle memory could come back for Valverde, and he might start popping off shots, running box to box, whatever, especially if he lines up in this 4-4-2 formation. We shall see. But these guys are untouchable. They're getting out there in that midfield. Now, here's where things get a little interesting. I've kind of already shown my cards here a little bit, but I'm going to skip to this part, go up top here. We got Kylian Mbappé, who's been magnificent. You can't stop this guy. And with him and Vinícius, the way they played, matter of fact, let's just talk about Vinny. The way he played, to take that pressure off of Mbappé, and we didn't have to rely on Mbappé to do any kind of crazy stuff. He had a brilliant game against Levante, by the way, Mbappé. But now Vinny, Franco are showing that we don't have to rely on Mbappé to get us the goals, okay? We need that consistency from Vinny. Hopefully we see that in this match. Other than that, Vinny and Mbappé can coexist, guys. They're showing it. It's not all the way there yet, but they are showing it. They are showing it. On the right side, I said young Franco, I don't think he's ready for this. I don't think he's ready for it. We got to put Rodrigo out there, in my opinion. In my opinion, We have to do that. We have to do that. Now, what does this left side look like, guys? What does this left side look like? Jude Bellingham. I think he gets some run out. I think he gets some run out, guys. I think he gets some run out. This will obviously change while they're in attack, the formation. Bellingham will tuck into that 10 spot held by Arda. Unfortunately, Jude is back. That came out wrong. It's great that Jude is back. It's unfortunate for Arda because I don't think he gets to start. Now, I could be wrong. Jude may not be 100%. He could be rusty. But for a match this big, I think you can put your strongest players out there. Arda Güler can come on as a super sub or something like that if something were to happen to Jude. Now, overall, when you look at this lineup, our bench is great. We have depth. Dani Ceballos played like Zinedine Zidane in his last match, and I need him to be more consistent too. Arda Güler, he can come off the bench. Brahim, he can come off the bench. Camavinga off the bench. Like, we're starting to get that depth, guys. So this could change, but this is how I feel about the starting 11. I think the one in question here is this right side. Maybe young Franco does get the start based off his performance. That goal, I'm sure that has changed the game for him. That is a weight lifted off his shoulder. He felt like he needed to prove that he belonged here by getting that goal. Now that's over with, he can kind of calm down and play. Maybe Xavi rewards him to play in this match. But I think it's Rodrigo all day for me. But the key battles here are going to be Carreras. It depends on who Diego Simeone puts out there. But I think Carreras, this is going to be an interesting matchup for him. This might be a real test for him. Vini and Mbappé versus Atleti's left side. Look, Atleti have been weak defensively. They've been leaking some goals, guys. They've been leaking some goals. Last year, Rodrigo tore them up. I think this time it's going to be Vini and Mbappé. So that's a positive. I think Mbappé and Vini might go crazy in this one, guys, to be honest. And then the only thing that we have to worry out for, set pieces. Atleti will load up on some corners, guys, and free kicks. So Madrid cannot switch off when it comes to set pieces. We cannot allow them to take advantage of that. We've been poor on set pieces. So that is probably going to be the tactic for this Atleti club, is to try to get set pieces against us and convert those for goals. So this is how I feel, though. Again, I have us lining up in a 4-4-2. It could change to a 4-3-3. Vini and Mbappe interchange. Jude kind of goes in there, pulls the strings, and then either Rodrigo or Franco are out there pressing like mad. So Atleti is probably going to sit real deep, foul hard, as they always do, and try to hit us on the counter. That's just what they're going to do. And then it's just really going to be a battle of the managers. Alonso's ideas and tactical genius versus Simeone's chaos. Simeone is a chaos merchant, guys. And then again, that atmosphere in the Wanda, I know it's called the Riyadh Air Metropolitano. No, Wanda is going to be nuts. So hopefully, we can just come out of there with 3 points. But in my head, it says 1-1 because I know how these derbies go. In my head, it says 1-1 is going to be the result here. But in my heart, I got us winning 2-1 at the Wanda. I think we get the winner late in the match, but we walk away with 3 points in this one. In my head, it says 1-1 based off of this derbies in the past, but in my heart, and I'm going with my heart on this one, we come out of there with 3 points, regardless, okay? 2-1, that's how I feel. Mbappe gets on there, Vini scores, and this becomes Xabi Alonso's true statement win early on in the LaLiga campaign, and it sets the tone for the rest of the season because once we get Atleti out the way, then we can focus on Barca, not worrying about table position or points or anything like that, and we don't give Atleti any life coming out of this one. So That's how I feel, and hopefully we get to see Vinny dance all over those boys again this weekend. So that's how I see it. Madrid walk into enemy territory with everything on the line. Atleti will treat this like a Champions League final against us, which haven't turned out well for them. And Alonso gets his team another 3 points in La Liga for a statement win, a huge statement win. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Give me your starting 11 or your score predictions. Or do you think Jude Bellingham will get the start in this match? Do we bring him back for this, or do we just calm things down, keep him on the bench until we absolutely need his skills and ability out there on the pitch? Let me know what you guys think. All right? I'm very excited about this one, guys. This is a huge match, a must-win game. We're going to the Wanda. Even though I know it's not called that anymore, I'm going to keep calling it that. And let's get these 3 points and keep the streak alive because, again, I think anything less than a draw here, if Atleti get a win here, I think it will deflate the momentum that we have in a big way, and we don't need that. Especially if Jude gets out there and starts or plays at all, the media will say, did Jude disrupt the chemistry or some nonsense like that, and we don't need that. We don't need that. So, all right, guys, if you made it this far, I appreciate you. Be sure to like, subscribe if you're new. A la Madrid. Let's get 3 points. Peace.